Hi, this is Golden Bronze with Diva's Cooking, Travel, and Fun. And today I am going to prepare Mediterranean salmon patties. Those ingredients are spinach, fresh parsley, baby dill, lemon juice and lemon zest, feta cheese, a red onion, panko, 2 cans of pink salmon, garlic, oregano, and this here, is parsley, black pepper, and seasoned salt. And I am about to prep it for the sake of time and then come back and put it together. My side dishes will be spinach and rice, but I will be right back. All right, now we have everything prepped. We have the purple onion, the salmon, lemon zest, panko, parsley, fresh dill, that's fresh parsley, spinach chopped, feta cheese, garlic, and egg. And we will get this all put together. The first thing that we're supposed to do is saute the spinach. So we're going to do that now. All right, the first thing that it calls for is to saute the spinach basically in an almost dry pan with hardly any oil in it. So we're going to do that. And we're going to saute this just until it is wilted. So we are sauteing the spinach until it's wilted, and it is pretty much wilted, as you can see, but we have to let it cool for a few minutes before we mix everything together. So we'll do that in just a minute. All right, well, the spinach, this little bit right here was 2 cups of spinach. But it had to be cooked, sauteed on low heat in a dry skillet so that it wouldn't be runny. So you have it here. And then now we're going to mix all the ingredients up in the bowl with the spinach. I'm gonna put half of it in at a time of the salmon. Everything gets dumped in the bowl. I have my gloves on so I can just use my hands. That was the purple onion. This is the fresh dill. That's 1 teaspoon of fresh dill, 1/4 cup of onion, 1 teaspoon of lemon zest, 2 tablespoons of garlic, minced garlic, a tablespoon of fresh parsley, 1 cup of feta cheese. We're gonna mix it up, and then we're gonna add the rest of the salmon. All right, we're gonna add the second can of salmon. And the salmon, I have taken out all the bones. Normally, I cook my own wild-caught pink salmon, but today, I just took a shortcut and got the salmon in a can. But I prefer to cook it myself, and it's already seasoned the way that I like it. This doesn't have seasoning in it. So then you add the 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs to the mixture. Stir that up. And you stir all that up. So as I mentioned before, I like to cook my salmon, wild caught pink salmon beforehand, but this time I use canned salmon, and the reason I like to do it beforehand is I can cook the meat with the spices that I like. So I am adding ground oregano, which is 1 teaspoon, and I'm spreading this throughout the mixture. And when I cook my own salmon, I use some salmon patties. I still like a little Cajun seasoning to it. So I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of Cajun seasoning to this mixture. And then I love Greek seasoning. This is optional because you don't have to do this. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of Greek seasoning to the mixture. All right. Then I'm going to add some black pepper to it. And I'm going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of seasoned salt, not much. Just a 1/2 teaspoon seasoned salt. Now, that's just enough to have it seasoned just right, and then I'm going to stir this up, and I'll be right back. So I'm mixing up the seasoning real good. And then you add 2 eggs whipped to the mixture. And this is where I use my hands to get it good and mixed up. So just mix it all up real good. I have on gloves for cleanliness and hygiene. I do my meatloaf the same way, as far as I can just mix it better with my hands than a spoon. And we're going to do this real quick, get it all mixed up, and then we'll be right back. All right, we have it all mixed up here. So I am going to form them into patties and then fry them on top of the stove. So we'll do this, get them all formed in the patties, and we'll be right back. All right, we have the patties formed. These are luby size salmon patties. So it is enough for probably 4 people to each. And we're gonna put them over here and cook them for about 5 minutes on each side. All right, I have added the olive oil to the skillet. We'll let that heat up, and then we'll cook the salmon patties. Back here, I'm going to fix some rice. And over here, I'm going to saute the rest of the spinach. So while the burners heat up everything, I'm going to be right back. Gonna let all this cook for a minute. Salmon patties, rice, and the rest of the spinach over here. And I will be right back. All right, on the center burner, we're going to add some onion. Add some garlic. Let that saute. The onions get translucent. as soon as the water boils, we'll put the rice in there. My rice of preference is jasmine rice, so that's what we're gonna put back there. All right, and the water is boiling, so we'll add the rice. I only am fixing 1/4 cup of rice. Just stir that up and lower the heat on it to simmer, and then we'll check it again in a few minutes. Probably only takes about 5 minutes. So I've changed skillets, but the spinach has sauteed, and basically I want you to see what it looks like. It's cooked down to nothing, and I don't like to overcook it, so that's done enough for me. So you tend to lose all of your nutrients when you overcook your vegetables. So I'm gonna turn the fire out from underneath the spinach. The rice back here is cooking. It's not quite done, but as you can see, okay, there you go. I'm gonna let it simmer a little longer. And we will continue with the salmon patties. All right, this is the last of it. The rice, the spinach, salmon patties, and I am going to plate it and show you what it looks like on my plate. All right, this is the last of it. The rice, the spinach, salmon patties, and I am going to plate it and show you what it looks like on my plate. So here's the finished product. It is salmon patties or salmon croquet, rice, spinach, and a cucumber salad. Alrighty, for a nice, cozy evening meal. Okay, I'm about to dig in. Hasta la vista.